Hello everyone, my name is Xinxin. I'm third year PhD student in Tourism Research Group. Today I will give you a short introduction of applying big data in tourism research. So, before that, I can shortly introduce myself. I did my bachelor degree of tourism and hospitality management in Saimaa University of Applied Science. And then I completed my master degree in University of East Finland. My master program is services management. After that, I decided to do PhD research in tourism field. And my current research topic is destination image analysis with big data. This lecture will include three parts. In the first part, I will introduce what is big data, characteristic of big data, type of the data, why use it in tourism studies. Then I will tell you the current tourism studies based on big data and what method researchers use frequently. In the second part, I will introduce my research, Finland's destination image in Chinese social media. I will tell you how I collected the data and analyzed them, and also the analyzed result. In the last part, I may give you one exercise to teach you how to collect the block data with outpass and analyze them with NVivo. So, what is big data? Big data is one of the most popular and most frequently used terms to describe the significant growth and availability of data in the modern age. In the field of tourism, big data has been linked to tourists, and it has affected their traveling planning process, including before trip, during the trip, and post trip. Nowadays, big data could bring new opportunities to our modern society. Tourism companies try to use the insights got from the big data to uncover new opportunities for their business. But the process of discovering and determining insights from the large data is not easy, because there are some challenges regarding the data analysis, data capture, and search, sharing, and information privacy of data, and so on. As I talked a lot of big data, so what's the definition of it? Actually, there is no unified definition, but some researchers define big data as the data set which could not be captured, managed, and processed by general computers within an acceptable scope. Nowadays, instead of giving definition of big data, more and more researchers and institutes are preferring to explore the characteristic of big data. So, what characteristic of big data have? Some researchers use 5V to describe the characteristic of tourism big data, which are velocity, volume, variety, veracity, and value. Velocity means the collection and analysis of big data must be rapidly and timely conducted so as to maximally utilize its commercial value. I give you one example here. such as the airline company. They apply the dynamic revenue management based on the big data analysis. They make the timely price change based on the real-time or near real-time customer online behavior. The volume means the data become increasingly big. The content of tourism big data is created on a daily, hourly, or even 1 minute. Variety means the type of the data is different, which include the semi-structured and unsemi-structured data, such as video you watched from YouTube or photos from the Instagram or web page content or textual data from the travel review platforms, as well as the traditional structured data. Veracity refers to the reliability and the trust of the data. Is the data being stored and mined meaningful for the problem being analyzed? Is your data trustful? Compared with the volume and velocity, veracity in data analysis is the biggest challenge. Value means the tourism big data can be described by its novel applications in tourism industry. For example, the personalized application. Lots of tourism companies applied personalized marketing and targeted services design. When you use TripAdvisor, they may recommend some destinations to you based on your searching history, your performance, or your online behaviors. Here are two pictures which tell you the features of big data. In 1 minute, there are a huge amount of big data generated in different sources. Comparing 2017 and 2020, the volume of data is big increase. So, why we use big data in tourism studies? At least there are 3 advantages of using big data in tourism research, which are reliability, new information flows, real-time data, and nowcasting. Reliability means the big data are based on users' real action. In other words, real action have been analyzed rather than stated intentions or answers to the question, such as travel reviews. Online travel reviews always regard as the first-hand information and also the online word-of-mouth information. New information flows. Tourism big data is a type of information produced by tourists themselves. It enriches the knowledge of tourism research and is very useful for analyzing the customer's demands for different tourist products and services. In some tourism studies, researchers have pointed out that using online data instead of other data collection methods, such as interviews. One of the innovative uses of big data is nowcasting, which means the use of the real-time data to describe the future activities before the official data sources are made available. For example, Google can monitor people's searching history, such as their keywords to predict people's social activity. So, what types of data sources were used in tourism research? According to the previous studies, a variety of big data have been applied to tourism research. This big data can be classified into three categories by data sources. First category is UGC data, which refer to user-generated content data, such as online textual data, online photo data. And the second sources are device sources, which means the data produced by device like GPS data, mobile roaming data, Bluetooth data, and so on. And third source are transaction data, such as the web search data, web page visiting data, online booking data, and so on. According to the data sources and their correlation data types, different types of data have different methods to analyze. So the big data used in tourism research were mainly on UGC data, user-generated content data, and then it's device data and the transaction data. In user-generated content data, unlike textual data analysis is a little bit popular than online photo data analysis. Although user-generated content data also include video, but there are not too much researchers focus on the video data currently. As I only focus on user-generated content data research, so I only introduce this stream in my slide. Now, I have give you a short introduction of big data and its characteristic and different types of data. Then I will give you an introduction of the current tourism studies with big data.